Not really sure what's going on with YouTube Lives today, but it wants me to do it vertical versus horizontal, so it's all messed up, but we will make do with it today. So folks, we will just get into the news. We're going to talk about a Ponzi scheme. We're going to talk about Case-Shiller. We're going to talk about new home sales, and I will give you the schedule for the 50,000 sub party in Vegas. You're going to want to pay attention to that. We'll do that at the end. So again, I'm sorry you can't see the board. YouTube gone wonky with me today. Got to do it vertical versus horizontal. We are where we are. Well, let's roll. Let's talk about the Fed versus the market. If you've been following this channel for any length of time, you know there's been this tug and pull where the Fed is basically trying to say higher for longer, and the market doesn't believe them. Folks, this has been going on for 14 months. 16 months, and frankly, it is still going on today. I had hoped to have this conversation with Taylor from Life Goal Investments, but his wife went into labor and they've welcomed their third child. So shout out to Taylor and his wife and the whole family. Congrats on your new addition. We'll try to catch up next week. But what is going on in the market? The Fed, in their dot plot, aka SOP, thinks that rates will be 5.6 at the end of 23 and 5.1 at the end of 24. This is much higher than the market was ready for last week. So where is the market today? The market today has a 50-50 chance of one more rate hike this year, and they have a end of year 24 at 4.65%. That gap is narrowed, but still significant. So what does this all mean? The market is more optimistic about inflation. The market feels there will be faster job loss and slower economy faster than the Fed believes. The Fed is uncertain. How I look at the Fed's 5.6 this year, 5.1 next year, my opinion, that is their worst case scenario. I don't think the 19 voting members that got their SOP on there truly believe those numbers. But again, part of the Fed's job, as I've tried to share with you the last year, is to use their words, right? To sound hawkish, to sound aggressive. So it can bring the market to where they are. I still believe no rate hikes this year and no rate cuts next year. Nothing has changed my opinion. We're heading down this path, higher for longer. There is going to be plenty of financial engineers found, plenty of people swimming naked, to quote Warren Buffett. But remember, always remember, please remember this. Where there is great pain, there is great opportunity. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. Let me give you an example, folks. Yesterday, I heard that there was a follower of this channel who has been tracking a property in Southern California. The property has been listed for about 60 days. It's been listed at $1.9 million. 1.9. This property is now in contract at $1.38 million with $30K in closing cost credit. So basically, it's 1.35. That's $550,000. Folks, it takes time. It takes writing offers. It takes follow-up. Some sellers have to sell. A seller today, when we have 8% mortgage rates, has to sell. Hear me. Only great deals. Until the end of January, so let's call it 4 months, we are only doing great deals. We are writing great offers. We're following up. We're taking our shot. We're learning terms. We're asking seller to carry. Whatever it is, This is the time. It is going to get increasingly easier to find motivated sellers. It will be hard. Folks, it's always hard. It's always hard. There is a process. It takes work. It takes belief in yourself. Believe yourself. You can do it. If I believe in you, why won't you believe in yourself? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But there's an example of a disrespectful offer. That's what we're doing here, folks. Writing multiple offers, negotiating, walking away, following up, all of those things. How about a Ponzi scheme? Ooh, we are going to find more financial engineers, more social media titans caught in the trap of Ponzi schemes. This is going to be fun to watch over the next 2 years. Who is legit operator versus who is a financial engineer and criminal? We have Ponzi scheme identified as Matt Motil. He ran an unsophisticated Ponzi scheme according to the SEC. This is all according to the SEC. He was called the Cash Flow King. We gotta like that name, Cash Flow King. He promised to help investors leverage rental real estate to help you enjoy or live the lifestyle you actually love. You know what he did? He borrowed private money. He recorded basically fake deeds from multiple investors, told everybody it was a first deed of trust. It was all smoke screen. It was all criminal behavior. Now the SEC is going after him. He has tried to file bankruptcy in 2022 to avoid $11 million in criminal behavior, I guess we can call it, at least according to the SEC. Hopefully, none of you got caught up in that. But let me tell you this right now. There are more Ponzi schemes, more social media luminaries who are bad operators, but great in front of a camera. And I look forward to many of them being humbled over the next couple of years. How about Jamie Dimon? Jamie Dimon was being interviewed in India, and he left us with a couple of tidbits. He said the world is not ready for Fed rates hitting 7%. Jamie, I agree with you. I'm not ready for the Fed at 7. Can you think about the Fed at 7 today? They're like, let's call it 5.5. 7. That's 150 basis points higher. The commercial real estate would just evaporate in a smoke cloud. Transactions in residential would collapse even more. Bankruptcies would go through the roof. Unicorns would disappear. It would be quite the scene to watch. But yes, I do agree, Jamie. The world is not ready for the Fed hitting 7% and stagflation. This is a conversation I think we need to have with Anna Kelly this week about stagflation, because she's been calling for it for about a year now, and I think it's about time we all pay attention. So we're going to do that. And lastly, Jamie Dimon thinks that the Fed is not kidding when they say they will keep raising rates. Jamie, you're the best banker on the planet. You're probably right, but I'm going to take the other side. I think it's all theater. It's a smokescreen. They don't have the cojones to take it higher, but we shall see. How about Allie Wolf? Allie Wolf is a wonderful follow on X, or AKA Twitter. She works at Zonda, so give her a follow. Allie Wolf is talking about a September builder survey. Folks, remember, these are the things I tried to help you understand were coming. Here's another example. So, a builder. We operate in the luxury market. The buyer pool has dropped 90% in 18 months. Folks, the housing market. We've had this conversation with Lance Lambert repeatedly. Draw a line in the sand in your market. Below the median, healthy, if not on fire. Above the median, and the farther you get away, AKA luxury, ice freaking cold. Remember what Lance gave us, a couple weeks ago. San Jose, California. The luxury real estate market in San Jose, California, down, let's call it 10%. The entry-level San Jose, California home, up, record high. There's not one housing market. The Fed broke housing. Entry-level, no inventory, Builders now pulling back, as you'll see in a minute. What are we left with? Bidding wars on quality product. Luxury, if you happen to be shopping for a luxury property and you're not writing a disrespectful offer, what the heck are you doing? Ali Wolf, Bill McBride, another wonderful follow on X or Twitter. Bill McBride was talking about active inventory. Excuse me. Active inventory for September 25th, up 1.8%. Still down 5.2% year on year. Folks, according to Altos Research, a great channel on YouTube to watch, Altos Research, Mike and team. What is going on with 8% mortgage rates? Demand is being constricted and supply is still not coming. But you are going to see a noticeable drop. Even Mike said we're going under 4 million transactions in the month of September. I agree. I've been calling for that for quite a while now. All right, folks, let's talk about Case-Shiller. Home prices. Home prices are crashing. Remember, all the negative crash bros don't understand what's going on. Drum roll, please. Case-Shiller. Home prices up 0.1%. This is the, I think it's the 20 city index, versus an estimate of being down -3, -0.3. Last was down -1.2. Home prices are up on a year-over-year basis. How about FHFA, another home price? Home prices are up 4.6% year on year. 4.6% year on year. It was estimated to only be up 2.9%. Last, it was up 3.1%. Last point about this. I bring this up every time we get Case-Shiller and home price from FHFA. This is old data. It's 2 months old, but is still relevant, right? This is still relevant. Again, I think we're going into a slow period, so let's see what happens going forward. The compares actually get easier from here because, again, remember last year the market kind of rolled over. Case-Shiller, FHA. Oh, new home sales. You want to see an impact from higher mortgage rates? Go check out new home sales. New home sales crashed 8.7% negative, down 8.7%. The estimate was 700K. Last time was 739, came in at 675. You have to remember, the uneducated economist brought us this, I think earlier in the week, or I guess earlier last week. Builders are pulling back. So what we are seeing going forward is we're going to see less new home construction. They don't want to play in a market of 8% mortgage rates. They're going to keep their cash, their dry powder on the sidelines and wait for a better time. The public companies, the big ones, the Lennars, the Tolls, the KBs, they're going to play with mortgage rates. They're going to buy you down to 5.5. I think it was Colorado. I think Colorado, Lennar, bringing everybody down to 4.5. What does that mean? That means they got a lot of inventory. They want to blow it out. So they're going to buy rates down to 4.5%. They're going to hide that cost in the closing statement, all of that stuff. So lastly, I want to give you the existing full schedule for the event on February 17th and February 18th. Let me first off say, I still have invitations out to wonderful speakers. I'll talk about that at the end. But let me give you the full lineup and the order that I currently have. This is subject to change, but I want you to know I've been working on this very hard because I'm trying to put on an event that will blow you away. This event is aimed at full-time employees who want to get wealthy. You're going to get the chance to ask questions. 80% of this event is the audience asking questions. So who's going to be there? We're going to start off with Jason and Jen Pritchard. Jason and Jen Pritchard, if you haven't read my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, did something I could not imagine doing. Jason was tired of his career. He wanted to get into real estate. He quit. He laddered up his credit cards, took out a home equity line, and went for it while his wife, Jen, kept working. Can you imagine the stress of going through that 6 months without a paycheck? You might want to ask that question. Also, if you follow Jason and Jen Pritchard today, they are living the true dream life. They travel quarterly. They're just enjoying each other's company. They are seemingly living the fruits of their labor. But it was quite a journey. If you are in a relationship, you need to be asking Jen and Jason questions. How do they do it? How do they have the hard conversations? How did they stay focused? Did they almost give up? Was it stressful? Of course it was stressful. Jason and Jen Pritchard are kicking us off. Going to be a great conversation. Then we have the one and only Brian Adamson. Brian Adamson is usually our Monday guest. He's had a couple of weeks off, but he'll be back next week. He's going to be talking about out-of-state investing. This is the young man who's built a portfolio up in Detroit. I believe he lives in Orlando now, lives in Florida. Again, a lot of you are talking about out-of-state investing. No better person to ask than Brian Adamson. Then Sean Cannell, the CEO of Think Media. Remember, folks, the path to getting wealthy, step one, create more disposable income. Some of you have a hobby or a passion that can be monetized. If you are not there asking Sean questions, I don't know what you're doing. The opportunity to ask the CEO of Think Media questions, how to get started, how to monetize, what's this, what's that? No better place. It's going to be an intimate setting. Sean usually speaks in front of thousands and thousands of people. There's going to be less than 300 people at our event. So take the opportunity. Then we're going to, after lunch, we're going to have Adrian Hernandez, our Wednesday guest, come on and talk about mindset. Because again, if you are not watching what you are taking in, you're going to miss it. Recessions, bad bear markets, sideways markets are scary. If you don't have this right, I can't help you. All the motivational speeches, all the disrespectful offers, if this is wrong, if the crash bros and doom loops have a hold of you, I can't help you. If you believe them over yourself, I can't help you. Then you're going to get the honor of speaking with a top 1% agent in the entire freaking country. Beth Traverso is going to come out. You can talk to her about being a top agent. You could talk to her about house hacking as a single lady. You could talk about her building a real estate portfolio. You can talk about her about making 800 grand in her new office remodel. Plenty of opportunities and great questions for Beth. Dude, we're not even at the end of day one. Remember, VIP sold out. General admission is only $199. We got about 128 seats left, something like that, 127. Still on day one, we're going to bring up Matt the Mortgage Guy, Convoy Home Loans, and Velocity Mortgage. We are going to have a panel of the 3 lenders that I invite on this channel every day. How to get money, how to do, what are you doing? What are the different programs? You're going to get to ask 3 folks that I trust and have used for your questions. And then we have a surprise guest. One of our frequent watchers, all-nighter hider, reached out to the uneducated economist, and Simon wants to be at the event. So we are going to have Simon, the uneducated economist, come on and close the event out for day one. And then we have networking and dinner. Then we have a concert. Yes, folks, we are paying for a concert from the Broken Spectacles for you. And then we will have the party to celebrate 50,000. That is day one. That is a 14-hour day for $199. And there is a day two. Day two, we're going to kick it off with nobody better than Ty, TYLG, my Friday guest, who we talk about the weekly wrap-up. Ty has been doing this business for 30 plus years. He has seen a lot. If you don't get the opportunity to ask Ty questions, you're really going to miss out. Then we have another guest coming in that I am super excited about. Derek, that ADU guy. That ADU guy, I believe, for many of the country, has the best investment thesis going. Buy a single family home, add an ADU, add a JADU. If you don't come and ask Derek questions, again, I don't know what you're doing. Then we're going to bring on Bo Eckstein, the concierge to small business loans. I know you guys are watching Cody Sanchez, you're excited about boring businesses. But folks, you need to get the lending. And there is nobody in the business better than the concierge of small business loans. Bo Eckstein will be talking. We're not done. Then we are going to bring on the one and only and legendary Lance Lambert from Fortune. Lance Lambert is our Thursday guest. He is housing. He is going to just wow us with the deep dives into the housing data and metrics. You have no idea the honor and just the good feeling to know that Lance is going to come and talk to us, talk to the One Rental at a Time community. And then, yes, the final session will be a little bit longer than the rest. It'll be an hour and a half. It's going to be Millennial Mike, Dion from Dion Talk, Matt the Lumberjack Landlord, and I. We're going to close it out with the 4 people that have been on the channel the most. You're going to get to ask all of us questions. We'll be on the stage together. I'm sure we'll be ribbing and joking with each other. But that is how we're going to close out the event. That is the speaking lineup. That is life-changing speaking lineup. And just so you know, I have invitations out to Anna Kelly, Greg Dickerson, and several others. This is already a full lineup. We may be looking to add more. It is far out. There are family responsibilities, so we are juggling many other requests. But hopefully you enjoy that. You're going to get 20 some odd hours of content. You're going to get to network with people doing it. That is the one thing about One Rental at a Time. You're going to get in a room with, call it 300 people. They're all doing the work. They're all doing the work. We're not some rah, blah, blah camp. We do the work. We write disrespectful offers. We follow up. We're doing the work. You're going to want to meet these awesome individuals. We only have 127 tickets left. My hope is this sells out in the next couple of weeks. I'll put a link below. We only have general admission left. VIP is sold out. $199. Get there. February 17th, February 18th, the Blind Center. We're giving back to the sight impaired or seeing impaired of Clark County. We rented their whole facility. Hopefully you enjoy that. That's a rock star list, life-changing. I'll see you there. Like, subscribe, comment. Bye-bye.